Hi, Facebook. It's Lexi here. How are you? Invest in yourself and invest in your wealth. Today's topic is how has awareness changed your life in the last year? Now, I have a special guest coming on, Clarissa Lake Myers, and we're going to talk about that topic today. I want to introduce you to her first. She is a phenomenal nature lover. She's an entrepreneur. She is a former third grade teacher. She just loves nature, and I watch her videos, and she's always out walking in nature and doing metaphors, how that nature relates to life. It's awesome. So as soon as she comes on, I will bring her on here. There we go. So she should be popping on. Her real name is Clarissa Meyer. There she is.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm wonderful, and today's weather is just perfect. It's perfect.
Oh, awesome. Well, welcome. Glad to have you here.
Yes, glad to be here.
Now, viewers, this is Clarissa, like I said earlier, but she goes by the nickname of Recie, just so everybody knows. And Recie is coming to us all the way from Virginia, USA.
Yes, right. Even though I live in Virginia, I'm originally from the Virgin Islands. I was born in St. Thomas and was raised there, but Virginia is now my home.
Awesome, awesome. How long ago was that?
Since I graduated from high school back in 1978, so
Okay.
it's 40 years. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so we're having our 40th year reunion, class reunion this year. So I'm
Oh,
excited.
wow. Awesome. Awesome. So, Reese, today's topic is how has awareness changed your life in the last year? Um, so, I want us both to mention what those two or three or four things are. I'll let you
Mhm.
start if you've got something in mind at the moment.
Okay, well, awareness, growing up, role models in my life. One was my mom. She was an elementary school principal, and she taught and worked for over 40 years. And so she was a very powerful role model for me. And I think that's what guided me into teaching, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I love working with the kids, love to bring ideas, and especially when you see the light bulb turned on and when they really got something, that was very fulfilling for me. And but over the years, I realized that there was more to me than just being a nurturer for children in the classroom. And so I realized I had other gifts that I wanted to be able to bless others with, but I felt a little bit confined or limited just in the classroom setting. So I've always had the thought of being an entrepreneur, and I even explored that during my teaching career. But I found that because, I always give my best, I give all of me, I go into it, body, my everything, I give all of me to my work. Um, you know, it was very difficult to balance another career. You know, that for me, it was difficult because I felt I needed to give all of me to my job or to my schoolwork, my job, and then my business. And so it was taking so much out of me where I wasn't being able to give my family what was needed. So I knew I needed to kind of step back a little bit, and I planned so that when I retired, I can go full force into what spoke to me. So like we talked about awareness, um, I am trying to improve me and make me the best me I can possibly be. So one of those things is being able to live in my purpose and my passion.
That is awesome. I'm so jealous because I can see the blue sky behind you.
Yes. It's,
It's
and
beautiful.
it's 51 degrees. I don't even need gloves. I didn't wear my hat, and I'm not finished with my walk. But I thought, well, I'll just sit here because it's kind of hard. I'll be walking, and the camera will be shaking, and I want to be able to hear you clearly. Yes.
Right. Awesome. So I just wanted to say hello to Kevin and Jean. that are watching. Hi, guys. If you find value in this video, please share this out to your friends that need to hear this message today about awareness. So for me, that is just awesome. And for me, I find awareness quite fulfilling in my life. Just in the last 6 months alone, I have come on to some new exercises where stretching and strengthening is so important. I didn't realize that. So I do those exercises at home and they stretch the tendons and ligaments and muscles in my body. And I've become aware of wonderful audios that are opening neurochannel in my brain. And so it's increasing my brain power and really opening up parts of the brain that I probably wasn't even using. They say we only use a few cells in our brain all of our lives, but man, I have, after starting using these audios, I have been more creative and been able to bring more to my business, which I'm really
We're never too
impressed.
old. We're never too old to learn something new. And sometimes people tend to believe like, oh, well, I've passed the age where I can do that. You're never too old. And I'm so glad that you said that, because on our journey, we learn new things, we explore new things, and we shouldn't just sit back and be content or stagnated.
Agreed. Stagnation is bad.
Right.
I think we should always learn and grow. And the third thing I've become aware of is paying myself first. I didn't always do that. I took care of my bills, I paid other people, I made sure everything else was taken care of, and then there was usually not much left for me.
Right.
So I have learned to pay myself, and becoming aware of paying myself first was like such a huge aha light bulb moment. I can't even tell you how important and what a shift it's made in my life. It's hard to put it into words. And that was only 4 or 5 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
It hasn't been very long. And I truly believe that, I just made a little bit of a note here. I truly believe that being aware leads a person to a more fulfilling life. Do you agree?
I certainly do. I do agree, because with me, that being an entrepreneur is one thing, and I knew I wanted to be fulfilled. There's a lot more to me than just being a classroom teacher. Nature, a lot of times we don't realize what we're lacking in our lives that will be fulfilling. And so being retired and having an opportunity to explore the interests that I have had, it's wonderful. I'm kind of thinking like, why didn't I do this before? But it's wonderful. I love it. And like you said, paying yourself first. Um, we get so bogged down paying Tom, Dick, and Harry. That expression, everybody else, and leaving yourself undone. And it unfortunately took me till now, after I've retired, to figure that out. But had I known before I retired, I could have done more to make the currency work for me, rather than working for currency. You make it work for yourself.
Absolutely. I am in the same boat. Have an entrepreneur mindset, and I am an entrepreneur as well, just like yourself, Recie. And all the times through my life, it's like, well, I didn't even realize I was worthy enough to pay myself first. We're always putting everybody else on that pedestal and making sure everything else is done and paid and taken
Mm-hmm.
care of, especially as women, nurturing
Right.
women. And now I'm at the point where, you know what? I cannot give unless I invest in myself first.
That's right.
You can't
That is,
give what you
you
don't
can't
have.
give. You have to first. You have to feed you. Fill your cup, because you can't fill someone else's cup from an empty bowl or container. We have to fill ourselves, and I'm talking in more ways than one. Paying yourself first, yes, but then, like, for me, this fills me, and it gets me to a place where I can then give back, you know, and not be all stressed out, and I can do what I've been put on this planet to do. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. And when we pay ourselves first, we've got the financial means to get the resources to help other people more.
That's right. That's
That's
right.
what I love about it. So investing in yourself, once I've had this awareness, I'm just, it's a snowballing effect. I'm just doing it more and more because I understand it better, and I understand that it's a necessity for me. You understand it's a necessity for you, right?
That's right.
And yeah, and so that leads me to wanting to tell and share with our viewers that they can be an entrepreneur, have their own business, and pay themselves, and they can do all this at the boot camp that we're having on Monday night.
Hmm. That's right. It's called Gold and Bitcoin Boot Camp. Uh, it's an excellent opportunity to get financially literate, uh, clarify some misunderstandings that we all have had because we've been trained to think a certain way. We have to re educate ourselves, change our mindset so that we can live more productively, abundantly, and really have a chance to affect and impact our families, friends' lives, and whoever we come around.
Yes, absolutely, Recie, and it all begins with awareness.
Hmm.
We can fight it all we want, we can push back, but in the end, we're not living the most fullest life and opening our minds to what is possible for us, each and every one of us.
That's right.
So, viewers, if you would like more awareness about financial literacy and how you can change your life and change the lives of others, please join us on this Monday on March 19th for our Gold and Bitcoin Boot Camp. We'd love to see you there, right, Recie?
That's right. And tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, I'm going to have a launch party. And it's going to start at 8 o'clock, and it's going to be great.
Awesome. Well, I know a lot of people want to be there. Now, if you want information on either of these topics, viewers, please put in the comments, more info, please. And we can tell you about the boot camp or about the launch party, and we can connect with you through private message on Facebook. So, Recie, this has been awesome. I just love being more aware. I love being connected with you and some of the other sisters that we're connected with in our group. And I just want to encourage other people to be aware. Don't have to be a sister from another mister.
That's
You
right.
can be a guy as well. And just living a more fulfilling life by being aware. And this launch party and this Golden Bitcoin Boot Camp will certainly give you a brand new awareness for financial literacy and joining with people of the same like-mindedness. And boy, we're just rocketing. We're just rocketing to the top. Things are moving, things are shaking. We're changing lives. And we're just so excited that, gosh, we finally got this great awareness in our lives, and we have the resourcefulness now to help other people. So it's very, very exciting. Wouldn't you agree?
I certainly do. I certainly do. And you know, there are stages in our lives. Some people are ready for this. Others, they may be, like in nature, there are little buds coming out on the trees, and some trees have nothing on it. Well, there's some who are ready right now for a change. There are others who are listening and they're trying to figure out, but eventually, hopefully, the light bulb will turn on and they'll see how this can impact and really make changes in their lives.
Absolutely. I hope so as well.
Mhm. Yes.
Well, let's wrap this up today, Recie. So again, viewers, please share this out if you found value and that you know someone that needs to hear this message today. And like I said, comment more info in the comments if you would like more information on what we've talked about today. Thank you so much for your time today, Recie. I'm so glad to connect with you. I love connecting with you. Thank you.
Thank you for having me, and we'll do this again sometime.
Okay, that'd be awesome. I look forward to it. All right. Happy Friday, everybody. Have a great weekend, Recie, and I'll see you again soon.
Okay, same here. Bye now.
Bye-bye.